Hi, it's Becca here again. I'm going to do the background now. For this version of my background, I do like to use my distress-free inkers. I've never tried it with pads, but I think pads will be the same. To start off with, I go in with weathered wood. It's quite quickly, roughly on the image. Use a slightly bigger brush. This is a size 4 brush. Let's go around. Keep it quite dark. In the image, and brush quite wet as well. If you've got bits of hair, they're obviously a bit wispy as well. This bit doesn't have to be too neat, because you're going in with a few more colours. And see, I've just covered a bit of mistaked hair up. So it'll take the excess water off your brush. You don't want a wet brush. And little boy's watching this one now. Make sure you go right up to the image. You don't want gaps. And I'll keep just bringing the brush to a point as well. It just makes it easier. Yeah, just going all the way around. So you can cover up some more mistakes down there. You just want to blend everything out. There we are. The next brush we're going to use is back to number 3 again. And this time I'm going to go on the areas that's going to be darker with pumice stone. Obviously right under her legs there. And then blend it out. On the side of the book. You start go up from the same size where you started. It just gives that ink a bit more time to dry as you're coming round. Try and go all the way around with some, but obviously more in other places. And then start it in at the bottom. Shaded area. A bit more, I think. And by your knees. Dry the brush off a bit with a bit wet that brush. You don't need this brush as wet as when you did the blue. Pumice stone. Hi, sorry about that, my battery ran out. Right, I hope too much wasn't missed. So we're still going in with the pumice stone into the darker bits. Right, bit more blending on these ones. You want to make sure you got some all the way around. Doesn't have to be too dark, but as long as there's some all the way. Keeping with the size 3 brush, just to get my really darkish background that I do. Then go in with black. Once again, remember you don't need a lot of blacks up because a little does go a long way. Sorry. So with this one we don't need to go all the way around with black soot, just in the really dark areas. With this one I've got the light source coming from the front colouring it in, so everything's sort of even. If the light source coming from one side, obviously this side would have more shadow if it was shining that way. See, not much on your brush. So once again you can use a smaller brush. I just like the way these larger brushes move around. It looks. Just brush the excess off there. Excuse me. There we are, finished Radiant Beauty. I've added the cheeks with antique lint with edge mahogany and so the lips as well. Unfortunately battery died on me again. With the cheeks it was a tiny amount on a really dry brush. And you put a tiny bit on, get your brush slightly damp off your wet cloth and then really go over again. And with the lips just put a tiny bit on and make them lovely and luscious. If you have any more tutorials you'd like to see me do, please just leave a comment or drop me an email. I'll leave my email address there as well. Thanks for looking. Thank you. Bye.